And here we go.
Hey, pumpkin!
Hi,
How
sugar
are you?
tits.
My tits
Well,
are so sugary, but
oh,
that's the diabetes.
and I can't figure out why I'm lactating.
It's the Wilford Brimley disease. It got
I,
me in the titty.
I got the Brimleys. I got me a whole bad case of the Brimleys.
I actually have a touch pre-Brimley, but I mean, I think everybody is in their 40s in America.
Yeah, if you're an American, you got it.
You're pre-Brimley.
Yeah, you pre-Brimleyed yourself.
Speaking of which, we're going to celebrate that with today's beverage.
What are we having today?
A mistake.
A 4 fucking Loco.
This is a mortar can of Fruit Punch 4 Loco because I was just at the Walls Market and this was on this display right up front. They were pushing this shit. So this is going to be my first ever sip of the 4 Loco Fruit Punch.
Well,
it does say contains alcohol. 12% alcohol contains alcohol. Alcohol included.
Excellent.
Whoa.
That is the appropriate reaction.
That is, okay, I'll tell you exactly what that is.
Okay.
That is
Hawaiian punch mixed with kerosene.
You're honing in on it, pal. That's by the way, I'm going to explain this. Don't think for a second I'm not going to finish this.
Right.
Absolutely. I don't know how much this is. It's one of those mortar shells. What is that? Let's see here. Servings per container, 4 3/4 servings per container. This is 23.5 fluid ounces. This is 1 pint. A pint, 1.75 pints.
Is the flavor just bye-bye liver?
The flavor is okay. So hold on. Let me get this back on my palate because it was a definite. There was a sense memory involved. There was a tingling. There was just a whole lot of just the devil and the angel on my shoulder going, "Ride the train, motherfucker!"
Choo choo, bitch.
Don't wait for it.
It's the facial expression that
yeah, that's where it gets. So think like, you know, those like little like it's not Mio, but it's a cheap version. It's like little things that you squeeze into water, and it's basically just liquid Kool-Aid, right?
Yeah.
Some of them say we have B12, but a lot of it's just sugar and artificial flavoring.
Yeah.
Take the black cherry one of those, but don't mix it with water. Just squirt that right on your tongue. And follow that up with an aftertaste, and it literally does come after you swallow, an afterburn of original NyQuil.
Wow.
Yeah. And you know what? I am a level 1 sommelier. My palate used to be pretty good. My palate used to be amazing. That's still pretty good. I bet you I fucking nailed that. I want a goddamn award. That's exactly what that is.
Yeah, we're getting James Beard on the phone right now.
Yeah, I just or just get my beard on the phone. Angie,
get in here. Yep, you knew where I was going.
I'm going to drink every ounce of that. And I love the fact that they have the balls that say that this is 4 3/4 servings.
Because what you're going to do is split it with somebody. No, you're going to fucking pop that open while playing your 311 CD out of your Chevy Corsica as loud as it can, while telling everybody how you used to be able to do a sick kickflip.
I've never heard, Jesus Christ, I've never seen this verbiage before either on a obviously fake beverage. Premium malt beverage. Okay, well, premium, I don't think anybody's legislating that word.
No.
With artificial flavor, sure, and certified color.
Certified color.
So when you pour it into a clear glass, you can absolutely say, this has color.
Look at all the color.
Stamped, certified color. Ooh, you know what? It was under $4. And I think if you're going to split this with 4 3/4 friends, everybody kicks in 80-some cents.
So
except for the little kid.
It's what gets split between the jackass guys. Because they'll have four of them and Wee Man. And they can split it just right.
Jason Acuna.
I'm
never going to go to California, but if I do, I'm going to go check out his Chronic Tacos. Big fan of that gentleman. Oh God, this is an event for me.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed that I did not go ahead and pop open my my bottle of moonshine.
Well, I tell you what, we're gonna have to take a leak in the middle of this sometime, so
Yeah,
you might
'cause
want to
you're-
come back with it.
Yeah, well, because liver failures are already setting in. I can see the jaundice around.
Yeah,
the
no, I'm
corners
gonna
of
need to
your
pop an
eyes.
IV in
Yeah.
at some point. It's not gonna be saline. It's gonna be heavy narcotics.
Yeah,
Um,
that's the only thing that's going to cure it.
You're listening to Zig and Larry Ignore a Topic. We never do this anymore, but I'm going to. We are after 2 years. We have never missed a week ish. I'll say that with a little tongue in cheek. These come out every goddamn Monday morning, every Wednesday afternoon. You can find us on the YouTubes with this exact same one on our channel, which is called Zig and Larry Ignore a Topic.
It is, holy shit.
Join the party.
Maybe we should have named it something easier so people could have found the channel.
If you want to like and subscribe this wherever you get your podcast, that'd be spectacular. And give us a little bit of a review. Nobody reads them, so you could literally put whatever you want. That's about it. And if you want to reach out, you can always reach out to us at Zig and Larry Ignore a Topic at gmail.com. That's actually slowed down a little bit because I stopped telling people about it, but you can hit that up. I respond to everybody. I think with a couple of obvious exceptions, and you know who you are, I respond to everybody. So yeah, I do that personally, and then someday soon we will have something very exciting coming up. Neither one of us know what that is, but I'm sure it's going to happen.
It will be exciting. When it happens, everyone will be like, holy shit, that's exciting. Including us. I do want to get into to this a little bit because we have a tendency to ramble a little bit. We're both very I want to get into the funny a little bit, but I do need to discuss my week just a touch. Please.
There's just a couple of things. I would say the biggest thing is I love it when people tell me I'm wrong when I know I'm right, and when evidence is pointing right in the face.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The month-long battle that I've been having with the apartment people, the people who run the apartment that I'm currently living in, we have an on-site handyman. Now, here's the thing. We have an on-site groundskeeper. He's a great guy. We have an on-site handyman, one of each. There are over 200 units in here. This building is old.
Yeah.
So the one guy, who's great, by the way, is stretched a little thin.
Sure.
He's very nice. Not touch arrogant, but very nice. But he likes to do his like quick fix run away. Hopefully that'll hold. Long story short, we have the stupid fucking painted popcorn ceilings in the bathroom. And it's in Florida where it's humid as shit. And in the secondary bathroom, which we never shower in, I think probably in the 10 months we've lived here, maybe a dozen showers have happened in there. You know what I mean? Like we just never use it. Maybe a handful of baths, but it's just been peeling the ceiling. But the ceiling's been peeling over the toilet. Okay. Just the paint's just been falling, and I call the guy in. I'm like, dude, it's just like it's constantly like slowly falling, and like it just like falls on the floor. I'm constantly hoovering the shit up. Like it's just there's something going on up there. It's like, well, you gotta run the fan when you take a shower and look at moisture in there. But the ceiling directly over the shower head, that's fine because we don't use the shower.
Yeah.
This is over that. So there's there's something going on. There's a piping issue. There's moisture happening somewhere because it's only happening here. And it also smells a little mildewy in here. He's like, it's fine. So he just scrapes off the top stuff at the top, vacuums it up, puts on another layer of plaster, says, I'll paint it tomorrow. Like, okay, that's not going to fix anything. Tomorrow comes, he never paints it. And I don't care because it starts to peel again in a week like I knew it would. And now you see black shit just been leaking through. Long story short, Daddy was right. And Daddy wasn't thinking great because all these units are basically stacked on top of each other with the same floor plan. So guess what's directly over my toilet?
A toilet.
Guess what a 20-year-old wax gasket doesn't do anymore.
It doesn't hold moisture. It lets everything leak out.
So every time the very, very nice lady, by the way, who lives directly above me with her 2 teenage children, has shit or pissed in that bathroom over the last 6 months, it has been spritzing and spraying all over my inner ceiling, and I've been breathing in the fumes. So we've been breathing in human piss and shit, which is kind of probably why my allergies have been kicking up and my left eye is just red all the time. For no reason.
That would make you just got pink eye. You've got permanent pink eye.
Yeah, it's that's a thing. So he comes and looks at it with the green and the black shit growing. He's like, "Oh, that shouldn't be there." But no shit, Al. Let's see what we can do.
Thanks, buddy.
So now we have a huge hole where he just scraped and like just ripped out all the stuff. And he went upstairs. And he's got the groundskeeper standing underneath the hole, which he's going to flush. I'm like, dude, stand back. Stand back, buddy. He's like, I just want to see. Yeah, it did. It's just like a deluge. It's just fucking awful. Like, told you, this kid, and these groundskeepers, I think he's probably like 22. He's just covered in whatever, mostly water because it was just a clean flush. But there's still some stuff and rust, and there was some black shit on the floor. So it's just like in his hair. The poor guy, it's in his eyes, on his face. Like, I told you to stand back, pal. So now we just have a hole. And this is the way the universe works.
Origin for Toxic Avenger.
Yeah, right. So we have a hole, which is actually beneficial. It's much better than what we had. I'll take a random hole. And they're like, all right, we'll get the drywall guy out on Monday. I'm like, what time on Monday? He's like, well, I don't know. He's not going to answer the phone now. This was like on Friday night. I'm like, all right. I'm like, so come Tuesday? He's like, yeah, Tuesday when you don't hear from anybody, go down to the office and talk to him. I'm like, yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah.
So outside of breathing in human piss and shit, that's basically my week.
Fantastic. I mean, you know, if that's the worst thing that happened that week, I remember you spent a week breathing human piss and shit just for $5 and a case of Busch Light.
Yeah, but if you do it that way, that's called huffing. It's different.
Yeah.
If you do it yourself, it's called huffing.
Well, and
it's like there's a difference between aggressive rectal trauma and butt chugging. It's if you ask for it.
Yeah. If you establish a safe word. But never use it because you're not a pussy.
The safe word, I think, should just universally be for anything. Ow, ow, ow! Stop it! Fucking stop it!
Yeah, I think that's the most effective, safe word or face word is what I was going to say. What is happening to my brain? I don't know.
That's the logo.
Every time you take a drink, it just makes I like my empathy kicks in, and I go, but then also the shitty part of me kicks in, and I go, fuck yeah, keep drinking. I had perfectly serviceable beer too here, but I'm gonna keep drinking this. Yeah, I went for the classic rum and coke.
There you go. There's nothing wrong with that. This has got just an afterburn on it. Kicks like a mule.
Yeah. Yeah, you could start a tractor with that shit.
Yeah.
You could probably start a gang war with it too, and I'm sure.
I figure it's very like Maximum Overdrive, a la Stephen King. If you ran at a tractor with it, it'd probably just start and run away.
Yeah, it would grow a face and it just Christine itself into a schoolyard.
Oh, God.
That was dark. Sorry,
that was dark.
Yeah, well. That's where I am. I got no updates. Fuck it.
Okay, fuck it. Good.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go right into it, but I'm gonna ease us in. Okay, I'm gonna do just the tip, and then we're gonna work it in. Okay.
Yeah, just
because this is gonna be a
little bit.
This is gonna be a long road to hoe. A long hoe to hoe.
Just a little, just to prime it.
Use your thumb.
I mean, just to prime it.
Some seems aggressive.
It's like, well, I'm not saying like this. I'm just like one of these, like you're trying to start a mower, you got to prime it a little bit.
Is that why the mower won't run?
Yeah, you got to prime it.
I refuse to mow anything.
Spit on it and then prime it. Well, you don't have to mow anything except your down belows.
I refuse to do that anymore too. That was my present to me at 43.
No more manscaping.
Was the hedge gets to go natural. That's
we've abandoned this house.
Yeah,
and the shrubberies are going to be overgrown.
Like a guy on shrooms on 4th of July after years and years of trimming the hedges. You look down and go, look at all the colors.
Fuck.
And oddly enough, sparks. What would be I'm just like you're actually real quick. The shirt that you're wearing, I did buy that for you for your birthday.
Yes,
it doesn't really matter. Is it just cotton? Is it rayon? I feel like it was linen or like satin, something. What was it? Is it just cotton?
I think it's a cotton poly blend.
Okay, just regular. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
When you think that's a non sequitur, that's just to get you to think of something. Let's see if it worked. When you think
Probably
of,
not. You know, my
yeah,
bad brain.
you do have bad brain. You were born with bad brain. Oh shit! I lost my place on the thing. Shit, vamp. Hold on.
It's well, I was born with bad brain, but then I got dropped on my head a lot.
Okay, so you and I are booze hounds, but we run the gamut.
Yeah.
Like we can appreciate a nice cold Coors Light, Miller High Life, but Budweiser. We enjoy a lovely craft beer.
Hmm.
Big fans of stouts and porters. All under the rainbow have their place depending on our mood and how quality they are, or just what's going on.
A time of year.
A glass of wine, a cocktail, a nice scotch, neat or with a couple of rocks, depending on the mood.
Had some wine last night.
Even I have mixed feelings about cocktail lists at restaurants. I don't know if you do or not. My wife loves them. She always checks out the cocktail list. There's different things like if we're like at a well, we've never been to one, but I was gonna say Applebee's because I drove past one today. I'm like, oh shit, that still exists. But if you're at Applebee's, I'm not gonna look at the cocktail list. They're probably gonna have a big sign that says, like $4 gallon margaritas. Like, well, fuck yeah, I'm at Applebee's. I've already given up. Give me that with the shittiest tequila you have found and sugar. But if
I got drunk at an Applebee's one night because it was across the street from my my hotel.
But you had beer and shots.
Yeah, beer and Jameson.
Absolutely. You didn't have to look at the wine list.
No.
You didn't say, what do you recommend?
Yeah,
you didn't do any of that bullshit.
What type of craft cocktails are you cooking up back there, Janice?
No, I pissed in some amaretto. You want that on the rocks?
Sure, absolutely. I am in an Applebee's in the middle of buttfuck Missouri. Yeah, please just hit me with whatever you've got.
I've built cocktail lists, and when I was managing places, I liked building the cocktail list, but realizing that I wasn't the one who actually had to make these cocktails because there's nothing worse than having to make like 7 different of your house cocktails when they're all like have one of different ingredients. It's just a pain in the ass. But if I go to like a cocktail place, then I'm going to look at their list. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're used to this. Like you're going to have to wait for this drink and you accept that. Like you wait for a steak, you know what I mean? Like you accept the fact that it has to be prepared. You give the guy some time. He's not just throwing like nothing wrong with it, but he's not throwing rum and coke from a gun into a cup and handing it to him.
Yeah. They're like Luminary here has a beautiful cocktail. Most of the nice restaurants here have a beautiful cocktail list, but Luminary in particular, and it's always very creative and it's very, what's the word I'm looking for? It's gone. Bad brain. But it's always very creative. It's
unique, eclectic, sexy, sultry,
all of those
silky,
things. All of those things. And they can tell you like, here's the cocktail. If you're going to order this dish, here's the cocktail that would go best with it.
Sure.
But they're always very complex cocktails. And I know if I order one, when we sit down, normally I order one when we sit down. I know it's going to be a few minutes.
Yeah.
And so I sit there quietly. And then after they give me my really nice handcrafted, creative cocktail, after that, I'm like, yep, just some bourbon. Neat.
I do it the exact opposite way. I'll order a drink and say, and before you make that, please hit me with a shot of Jameson as an aperitif. I know it's going to take a while, but just whatever amuse-bouche you got in the glass.
Well, a lot of times they will give me a beer while they're making the cocktail so I can sit there and drink a beer. But I'll tell you, you're talking about, I'm sorry, I know we're veering off.
Yep.
I'm by the name of the fucking show.
I know, I'm going to reel us back into a second, though. Go for it.
But like we used to go, we hated ourselves for a minute, but then we started loving it. Unironically, we would go to, before it closed down, TGI Fridays here in town on a Sunday. A bartender named Ian, he was fantastic because he had the cocktail list for TGI Fridays, which is kind of where the TGI Fridays is kind of where all that kind of came from back in the 80s. But he would put a little spin on it for us, and we would sit there and just get girl drunk and on a Sunday afternoon, eat some appetizers, and it was just a fantastic time. Same reason, and I unironically love a Margaritaville. I know what it is, and I don't like most chain restaurants. Most of them kiss my ass. Give me a Margaritaville. I know it's not good, but it's I like it for what it is, which is kitschy and stupid and fun.
Well, that's fine. But I mean, here's the thing. If you're going to go to a Margaritaville, I'll go to a Margaritaville that's in the same strip mall that I'm also going to, like, to a shoe store and, over to the Walmart. And if it's right there, I'm like, fuck it, I'll go in. But
Yeah.
if I'm down in like Playa del Carmen, Mexico, and I'm walking past that Margaritaville, I'm like, I'm not going in there, man.
I'm not going in
There's
that
other
Margaritaville.
places. No.
Well, like when we were in Key West, we walked past the Margaritaville, and I was like, no way.
No.
I'm in Key West. Although I think after we had we got good and day drunk, we did go in, and I just ordered blue. They were like, what can I get you to drink? Blue.
Have you had the blue?
We have many. I was like, I don't care, just blue.
That's the thing. They probably had fucking. There's like 5. Pick one. Pick them all. We'll do a flight of blue. I give a fuck.
That's essentially why I was like, I don't care, just blue. I'm gonna sit here for 3 of these. Give me 3 different kinds of blue. That's
it's all just blue curacao with different shitty rums and tequilas. Is all
exactly.
Sugar
and the
but I ask you all this.
Yes.
I ask you all this to bring us back to a cocktail that's actually been put out by the BLT restaurant group. But if you're not familiar with that, I just want to talk to you about this because they do have the BLT. It sounds a little like a Panera Grill, but it's actually like there's BLT Steak New York, there's a Steak Washington. They're the same people that do the Florentine in Chicago. It's that restaurant group, and all these places have started the Veltini.
Is that a Velveeta martini?
God damn it, it is. I kept saying everything about clothing, like satiny and silky, because I wanted you to think velvet, and it didn't goddamn work. I was trying to do mentalism on you, so you wouldn't guess it, but you did. It's a fucking Velveeta martini at upscale restaurants. So here's what it is, buddy. Or do you want to just let that sink in for a fucking second?
I want to burn the country down now.
Okay. Well, first off, it's $15, which is for an upscale restaurant like the Florentine. That's about what you can spend on a cocktail.
Sure, but Velveeta costs like $8 for 12 pounds of it.
And before they inject it with orange, it's clear. That's a thing that I learned on how it's made. That's real gross. It just looks like gelatin.
I didn't know that.
It is. Let's see. Oh God, so it's billed as unapologetic and outrageously cheesy. And I don't know if they're trying to do a joke there or not.
Unapologetic. That's my dad on Christmas. I don't know.
They're calling it an unexpectedly upmarket cocktail, and I beg to fucking differ. Let's see here. Hold on. It's really not that difficult. So the drink itself is Velveeta infused vodka. Does not say what kind of vodka, because at this vodka is basically vodka, and at this point, I'm guessing it doesn't matter.
Crystal Palace.
Do you know how you infuse Velveeta in vodka? Well, let's do this. Do you know how you infuse vodka with, say, herbs, botanicals, or fruit?
Yeah. I mean, you just put it in the vodka.
Correct.
You close up the container. You let it sit for a while, and then you strain it if you can. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, like we had some infused gins, like berry gin that we made.
Yeah.
Very good. We had some melon vodka that was very refreshing.
Really good friend of the show, very good friend of ours, Todd Roth, once a year on Pulaski Day makes a beet vodka with varying results. I would say varying. You put Velveeta cheese sauce in vodka and you let it sit for a day.
I will fuck your mother. What the fuck?
And it doesn't say anything about stirring. I'm guessing you put it in a fucking NutriBlend or something. I don't know. It's just that liquid cheese sauce that, the moms of the 80s put on fucking Tostitos and called it nachos.
Yeah.
Or slice pickled jalapenos on it. It's nachos at a ballpark. It's that. Put vodka in it, but you have to let it sit for 24 hours because that's the Megillah right there. It has to sit for 24 hours.
Yeah. A full 24, not just, oh God damn it.
And then it's olive brine and vermouth. And that's it.
like all together, and then they shake it up and put it in a martini glass.
Yep, and then you garnish that with Velveeta stuffed olives on a stick with jumbo Velveeta shells and cheese. And you take your little squeezy bottle of Velveeta sauce and you line the inside of your martini glass with that before straining, or I'm guessing clumping this horror show for $15 at the Florentine Chicago. And I love that place, by the way.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, can we give the bartenders an award for not puking while they make this nonsense?
I think you have to give them a handy,
Like,
just like
so when I
like
say when they put it all together,
venture card.
are they just dumping the vermouth in the obviously plastic handle of Crystal Palace vodka and then just dumping it in a glass? Or are they actually spritzing like you would,
you infuse the vodka with Velveeta.
Sure,
first,
I'm just saying,
obviously, and then you create the cocktail later with the olive brine. And
I just figure if they're dumping Velveeta and a plastic bottle of Ivan's Revenge or whatever the fuck they get. And I just figured they were cutting more corners and being like, I don't know, put it in a 5-gallon Lowe's bucket with 2 things of vermouth and some olive brine.
No, I am drinking the worst thing I could think of in homage to this. Currently, I'm drinking the worst in homage to this horror show of a cocktail.
I would drink 3-4 Locos before I drink one of those.
But good news, Larry. I know that you don't live near any one of those restaurants. It's not an easy jaunt for you.
Oh, it's only 3 hours, my friend.
Yeah. Well, but you're not out of luck, though. They've also teamed up with the delivery service Goldbelly on a limited number of Velveeta Veltini kits to take one for yourself home for $50, which actually it's not that bad because they want $15 for a cheese cocktail. When was the last time you were doing shots? You know what this fucking booze needs? Queso. Like, never.
Just at Mexican restaurants.
You fucking lunatic. Well, that's different. That's beer and. It's a shot.
Hey, we should do a shot of tequila, and then I'm going to eat this chips and queso to keep it down.
Certainly, that makes a hell of a lot more sense than this.
But I didn't look at the queso, pick up a chip, and go, you know what? This goes right in my tequila, because I like to keep my guts where they are.
So you can go to BLT Steak in New York for $15 and get one of those. Or you can go to goldbelly.com and get yourself 2 martini glasses, a gold shaker, 2 Velveeta coasters, which I'm going to guess are cardboard, a jar of olives, cocktail picks, a box of Velveeta jumbo shells and cheese, Velveeta cheese sauce for infusing your own vodka and garnishing the rim, a Velveeta brick for stuffing the olives, and a Velveeta Veltini recipe card to make sure you didn't fuck it up.
All shelf stable.
It is. It's going to last till after the fallout.
Yeah.
Just add hooch.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You can use Velveeta as sunscreen, for God. You can use it as spackle. And don't get me wrong, my old man kept a brick of it in the house, and I ate a good amount of Velveeta as a kid.
I'm not anti-Velveeta, especially not anti-Velveeta shells and cheese. I prefer to crack, to be honest. But again, it has its place. It has its place.
And that place is not in my fucking martini.
No, it isn't.
What? Who thought of I've been so stoned that I didn't even wait to cook the macaroni shells. I just ate dry macaroni.
With the cheese powder and or sauce, or
nope, it was just
you were just crunching on uncooked pasta.
Yep, sure was. And I have never been so stoned. I thought, you know what? We should make a cheese martini. Is there someone to blame? What timeline are we in? Who fucked up this timeline? God damn it, when we started that Hadron Collider, we really fucked everything up, didn't we?
Well,
this is the worst. Look, we've lived through some shit already. We don't need this.
I'm living through this for longer.
Zig, you and I witnessed the Challenger exploding.
True. Yeah. The tower's falling.
We saw the towers fall. We watched an insurrection in our capital. And I think the worst thing that's happened to us is this fucking Velveeta bullshit martini. Eat my entire asshole.
I really hope that doesn't bite us in the ass, because that is a good joke. And if you ready for this, I've been waiting to do this. Ready?
Yeah.
So coming up after the break, we're going to talk about some more really shitty restaurant ideas.
Right after these messages from our sponsor, spliffsociety.org. Seemed.
Seemed.
I'll tell you one thing.
Mm-hmm.
I know who probably made that cocktail. A white person.
Give this man a rubber enchilada. Everybody, Cupid dolls for everyone. He threw the dart. He popped the right balloon. Everybody.
I picked up the right rubber ducky at the state fair.
As a betting man, I'm going to say I ain't taking that bet.
No, sir.
I need to take a quick break there. I apologize. Just as an update, I'm about 2 1/3 servings through my 4 3/4 servings of Four Loko fruit punch. And no shit, my upper lip has begun to sting. So I applied some chapstick as some better barrier. I'm still finishing it. I just want to make sure everybody's aware that I'm suffering for my art.
And I'd still rather drink that Four Loko
than a fucking Velveeta.
Yeah.
I really was trying to get you in the mind fuck. I was really trying to get you to say Velvet. Whatever. So that sent me down a rabbit hole, and I like this. I found this on a very obviously brilliant website called cookingchanneltv.com. So cookingchannel was taken. So they're cookingchanneltv.com. But all of these are true. And where I ended up with was a handful of the shittiest concepts for restaurants ever known to mankind.
Okay. All right.
Some of these you're probably going to know. I'm sure some of them you are not, because some of them are very, very weird. I'll start with one you probably do. And just so you know, I've done my D+ level effort, like we promised everybody we would here at D+ Productions. Every one of these has one paragraph underneath it. I have done no research past that. So any questions you have, they're all conjecture and we can play with, but I don't know the answer.
Excellent. Okay.
I don't claim to. I do remember this was several years ago in the bustling Bloomington, Minnesota.
Okay.
Or Minneapolis, actually. Was it Minneapolis? No, Bloomington, Minnesota, next to Minneapolis, excuse me. Hulk Hogan's Pasta Mania. Now, before you ask, it was not copyright infringement. Yes, it was Terry. It was Terry the Hulk Hogan.
Well, now it makes sense why you're wearing the red bandana.
Yeah, that was just because that's just to hide my shame and to keep the Four Loko encased in my own head because I'm afraid
some carbs, brother.
Yeah, exactly. So when you think biggest superstar wrestler from the 80s, do you think?
I think
SpaghettiOs.
When I think of the biggest wrestling superstar for probably 20 years.
Yeah.
I think a light shrimp scampi. is what I think.
Well, I have a feeling just from this that shrimp scampi is actually way above what they were going for here in Minnesota.
It's just a pile of whatever noodles they can get a hold of, and an old steak.
Yeah,
slapped on
just
top.
reeling from the nonsense from his leaked sex tape and all of his lawsuits thereby.
Oh, shit.
I don't know if this is true. I don't know about the timeline. I'm making this up. It could very easily be. It could very easily be
How about
nothing.
some marinara with a side of the N word?
Exactly. So classic items such as Hulkaroos. Don't know what that is. There's two hyphens in it. And Hulk U's. Hulk hyphen U apostrophe S.
Like
Can I get an order of Hulk? So shrimp scampi ain't appearing on this fucking menu, pal. It's just different Chef Boyardee with the word Hulk in front of it.
YOU apostrophe S.
Yeah. No. I'm sorry. No. Hulk U's. HULK apostrophe capital U apostrophe S. Hulk U's. Don't Google it. Don't Google it. I don't think we need a visual. I think that just like it's like the never-ending story. You don't want to know. You want to have an inkling. If you got to do it, you got to do it, pal. But
I don't know. We
got a long way to go here. That's just the first one. If you're going to start doing research, we're never going to get through this. Especially the next one. Actually, might be one of my favorites.
Never mind. Nope, it didn't pop up anything immediately, and that's it.
Okay.
So it's just some Prego.
Yeah, basically.
Some Prego with a bad attitude, brother.
And Terry the Hulk Hogan lost a shit ton of money, I'm assuming. Yep. Or some horrible company paid him money for his moniker, and they put it on a restaurant in the middle of fucking nowhere. And he's like, sure, whatever. Will you come? But I think it was him, because it does say that it got some free plugs on some wrestling programs. So you would assume that he bought it, or like he called it a favor to like throw some commercials this way for his pasta mania. What you gonna do when gluten runs wild on you? And then you rip off your shirt, and it's just because it's covered in sauce, and you throw it away.
Every waiter does one of these numbers. What can I get for you, brother? You
spin your hand.
What?
Do the hand behind the ear. Yeah. Yeah. So the Hulkamaniacs did not get their pasta fixed. Like, nobody's driving.
I guarantee you there was Velveeta involved in this fucking restaurant.
Probably, actually, to a much better purpose.
Yeah. This restaurant didn't even have a Veltini or whatever the fucking god. All right.
I'm gonna do this one as a palate cleanser.
Okay.
Because this is an easy, quick one. Hey, where are we at time-wise? I forgot to
we're at 37.
37. Gotcha. Okay. So in New York City, there's a place called Hybrid, like hybrid, but hybrid. There's a fried chicken joint.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, sure. It was in the Chelsea Market area of New York. Perfect location. Okay. Backing by I forget the name. It doesn't say the name of the chef, just as renowned chef. But Questlove was like, he put his name on it. He was like he was an investor, I guess. And the chicken was pretty good. Okay. The chicken was, like, by all accounts, was very good, and it closed within 6 months.
Okay.
Perfect location.
Okay.
Awesome endorsement from a celebrity.
Yeah.
Chicken was good. Of course, a bucket with no sides, no fixins was $41. Unless this bucket is the size of a garbage can.
Yeah, it's a 55-gallon drum, or they're making it from like dinosaurs.
Yeah, no, it's just
we cloned these dinosaurs. They are the original chickens, and a drumstick weighs 50 pounds.
I'm guessing a bucket of chicken there is slightly smaller than a bucket of chicken from the Colonel, because this is a fancy pants place. Mm-hmm. But fancy pants people attached to it. And if you need to answer the question, how long does it take for an entire city, one of the biggest cities in the world, to go, hey, I'd try that. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm never going back again. 6 months for everybody that wants to go through. Like,
yeah, because you're charging $40 for a bucket of chicken when you can just go down to Popeyes. And sure, you're probably going to get berated a little bit at Popeyes, but you know what? Popeye's still got good chicken. You know who else? County Market, the grocery store, fantastic fried chicken.
I don't think that's a nationwide thing.
I don't even know. Don't care. I'm just saying. But you can get fantastic fried chicken. They'll make it fresh if you ask them to. Like you can call the grocery store and be like, I'm coming in at 5:30. Can I have a fresh 2 buckets? And they're like, yeah, it's gonna be like what, $18? We don't even care. Just take it.
Yeah, no, we got it. So
yeah.
And it's gonna be, it's like, I was going to say it's like pizza, but there's been some shitty pizza. But like Little Caesars is terrible. But it's like, fried chicken is not fried chicken, but like it's going to be delicious. It's hard to fuck up fried chicken if you're doing it constantly all day, every day. Even if you don't need a chef, you need one fried chicken guy who knows how to make a good fucking batter or breading. Either way, like you just need the one guy. He's like, I got this, and then you're good.
And don't cook it for too long, and you're good to go.
Yeah,
now, I will say I'm picky about my fried chicken. I make a mean fried chicken.
Okay.
Is
it worth $41?
Yeah, nothing I do is worth $41.
Laughing, I can feel my lips separating. I feel like cracking happening. Terrible.
You all of a sudden, I'm gonna glance down. I'm gonna look up. You're gonna be playing beer pong all of a sudden. Be like, I don't know what's happening. Like some type of broed out Hulk. Just looking at me going, do you know who my dad is? Yeah, fuck, dude. Okay.
I can only imagine. It's like, what we're basically doing is, how many different ways are there in America to fuck up a restaurant, which is one of the hardest fucking things to run anyway.
Yeah.
Your margins are paper thin, and between rent and your overhead and just staffing and every goddamn thing. It's easy to fuck up, but what's the most interesting way? I don't know, put a wrestler on it and sell garbage in the middle of fucking Minnesota? Done. Excellent. What about put a very famous drummer on it and charge way too much for a fucking bird? Can do.
We can do that too.
Yeah. Well, the rent must have been so fucking high they have to charge that, but that's why you get like fine dining places. You don't get fucking takeout chicken joints.
Yeah.
In Chelsea and fucking New York.
Dude, have you watched The Bear at all?
I have not, but it's on my queue, so don't spoiler me.
I have no spoilers. It's fantastic, but it will give you PTSD.
Oh, I've got it, so I'm fine. Is there more than one strain?
It will. Okay, let me back up. It will make it flare.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like it's like a hot sauce for my hemorrhoids, but from a PTSD.
Yeah, it really is. And I know, we had different experiences in serving. I've worked. Buddy of mine was running a restaurant here in town. I would go and help him in the kitchen. I worked at the winery. All we had was a flat top grill, but especially on a busy night, sure, our menu, if somebody asked for a menu, we would take a guest check and write on one side, with cheese, without cheese, double, single, triple. And then on the other side, we'd write plain chips, barbecue chips, and be like, there's your menu.
For those of you listening, the winery is a place that we both love, that he worked at, but we're both regulars at. They serve no wine. It's just a little hole.
No. There are 2 bottles of wine. One is white, one is red. I don't remember the name of them. We just called them Sneezing Penis and Coughing Vagina.
Oh, they serve cheeseburgers your way, as long as you just wanted beef and cheese stacked several times.
Would you like your onions fried or not? And that was it. Like, no, those are sauteed. I argued with the new owner, who's a buddy of mine, and I was like, dude, those are sauteed. And he's like, these are fried. I was like, call them, they're grilled onions. And he's like, they're fried. And I'm like, that is, you know what?
Just call it cooked. Just cooked or not cooked. Not even raw. Cooked or not cooked.
Yeah. You want pickle on that? We got mayo. We can put mayo on it. If you want to get fancy.
The mayo is fine as long as you scrape off the top layer.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to get just a little bit of the shavings off. And so I've worked in food. I've worked in the cafeteria at Milligan.
I've worked in food. I've worked myself in the several melons.
I sure have. Hey. I worked the cafeteria at college. That was a level of hell that was unexpected. but you know, so watching that show, you'll just be like, yep, I remember moments like this. Oh God, okay. I need a break. I need a break. I just need to take a second. All right, what's next on this cavalcade of horse shittery?
It's very close to the winery. Well, in the sense that it's think of the universe. If we would have ever lived in Rockford, Illinois, I have a feeling we would have been regulars
here.
You
know how I feel about Rockford, Illinois.
Yeah, but you're gonna love this restaurant. And I think that you're going to know immediately why they closed down.
All right.
Because it's Rockford. And this is mildly confusing. First off, there's a hand-drawn sign. It's one of those banners that just like it's like probably 6 feet long right up front, the picture of it. It's just like a Pepsi banner. It's like one of those they put Pepsi and it's just like cloth and they let you print whatever you want on it. Sure. But they've just drawn on it a la like you know, the sixth grade Tigers are going to state, and it says kids eat free after 4 p.m. Okay. Here's the problem. Whenever you take a kid into a place, it's going to be after 4. They're going to fucking school. But anyhow, here's the name of the place: American Delight and Taste of Africa plus Mexican food.
American Delight and Taste of Africa
plus Mexican
food. Was it just a plus sign drawn in a shaky scroll?
It was. No. If you have to zoom in, because it looks like it was just like a series of shit and like going shopping with your grandma and she refuses to make a list. You know what I mean? Like you keep going back and forth through the aisles, like shit, the peanut butter. Like okay, we have to go back.
You're at the checkout and she's like, "Oh, we need these 6 things. Go, boy, go!"
Did we forget milk, eggs, and cheese? Were they on the list? We never had a list. Why do we have so much yarn? So the sign in big, the biggest. The sign was made. It looks like it's kind of difficult to tell. I'm zooming in. So, on the top of the sign in blue, it says American Delight. Then there's some manner of little line, which is like got an ampersand. And Taste of Africa. Now that is in black and white, and the font is different and is slightly smaller. And then underneath that, there are points of ellipsis, ... and Mexican food in smaller fonts, and that looks like Times New Roman. So it's kind of like they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. And I'm going to say in Rockford, you want to stick with American Delight, maybe Mexican food, as long as by Mexican food you mean tacos and burritos, and that's fucking it. Nobody can pronounce tostada, so don't fucking try it. Torta. You want a torta? What's it? It's a fucking sandwich. Oh, just write Spanish sandwich. They'll buy it. Don't write torta. Yeah, and then kids eat free after 4 p.m. at American Delight and Taste of Africa plus Mexican food.
American Delight plus American Delight and Taste of Africa plus Mexican food.
Yeah, I do like whoever wrote this little paragraph. Sadly, they are closed. Now you'll never taste that plate of hot dog and peanut stew nachos.
Yep, we'd have been there a lot. Did they serve beer? Great.
Yep, it's entirely possible. And possible to tell from the signs. They spent money on that American Delight and Taste of Africa plus Mexican food sign. That's a bill that like they didn't write that in. Like they made that, and the kids eat free after 4 p.m. Like whenever your kids are free, we'll give them some of whatever we serve. What's on the kids menu there? The Rockford's like it's literally chicken fingers. Like everybody plays on some chicken fingers.
It's leavings. The kids menu is just leavings and scrapings.
So yeah, I love that one.
That's fantastic.
Now here's just a few that are just poorly thought out. This one's fun. I like this one. I gotta imagine something's been lost in the translation, or because this is in Germany, so I don't know. It's the name of the place is, and it's on a sign in this picture. Apostrophe S. That's it. Okay.
Okay.
New word, baggers. 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 There's got to be something that we're missing. There's a sign that says Baggers Bar. And it was like it looks very fancy. It looks, I mean, when you look at it, like they spent some money on it. It looks really nice on the inside, the pictures on the inside. But it's Baggers. So at a place like Baggers, what would you expect to have in Nuremberg, by the way? Yes, the place where the trials were held.
Sauerkraut?
Sure. Can you think of anything else more ridiculously stereotypically German?
Sausages and
Okay.
mustard
Very good. Very good. Very
and
good.
sadness pickles.
Very good. And what do you think the theme would be at this Baggers, which
It's-
serves apparently the only three things that Germans eat in your mind?
What else do they eat? Besides hopes and dreams.
What's their kitsch? What's their hook, buddy? At Baggers.
at-
It's Baggers.
at Spaggers? That it's golf themed.
Very good guess. God damn it. Fucking loco. It's really horrible. It's fucking disgusting.
I feel my heart crawling to the other side of my body.
It's trying to escape through my asshole. No, it's entirely staffed by robots.
None of
That's
this
it.
makes sense. None
No.
of it.
No, there's no people that work there. No people worked at the restaurant. It was cooked and delivered in order to robots.
You know what? That makes sense.
Mhm.
It makes sense. Thank you, Germans, for once again doing the thing that would take all the joy and creativity and delight out of what should otherwise be a fantastic experience.
Yep. And it closed because nobody who saw that sign knew what the fuck they were doing. And when they went in, they said, nope, I'm not eating at fucking Skynet. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Hello, how can I serve you? You cannot.
Nobody ever said the phrase, you know about those Germans, they're willing to try new things. Not recently. God, you can't talk about Germans without doing Nazi shit. Can you? You just can't. They got to be so over it.
You walk in, he walks out. Come with me if you want to eat. No, thank you. Nope.
This one I thought was an interesting idea. This was in a place called City of Industry, which is in California, which I'd never heard of, but I looked it up. It's actually a place. City of Industry. So when you think about a restaurant versus like your house, okay? Your house has living room, kitchen, conceivably dining room, but if not a dining room, a place to eat, eat-in kitchen, most likely. It's got bathrooms, it's got bedrooms, you know. And a restaurant is kind of like a very specialized version of that domicile. It's got places to eat, it's got a kitchen, it's got bathrooms. That's about it. There's probably somebody sleeping on, on top of the grate to the back, but he's having a hard time leaving the fuck alone.
Yeah. That's Dave, and his wife is not getting along with him right now.
These people decided to blend all three of those ideas into one place. Hold on, you look confused. Can you hear me? Larry, can you hear me? Can you hear somebody else?
I can hear you.
Can you hear more than my voice and the three voices that live in your head?
Yes, yeah. Dave and Phil and Beatrice we're keeping it quiet.
Well, if you like those three things, you're going to love them all together. If you go to the Magic Restroom Cafe, City of Industry, California, guess what the theme was? At the Magic Restroom Cafe, Larry.
The Magic Restroom Cafe.
Yep.
You're eating in a shitter.
Yeah. So the Restroom Cafe had exactly what nobody asked for. They had toilets as toilet bowls. Yeah. Toilets for seats around tables. Yeah. Now, those toilets were not actually hooked up to anything. They didn't have flush boxes on them, which was a stupid idea because they didn't have backrests. So they're basically just really low stools, but they're fucking toilets. So you're sitting on the hard, not designed for your asshole toilet seat.
Like, is it the seat or it's like
It's a
lid?
fucking toilet with a lid on it. You're sitting on the lid.
Sure, I mean,
It's
that's
not
not any
it's not
better.
altered
I'm
at
just
all.
curious.
There's no cushion.
Why, like, why not do it like grandma's house, where they do the cushioned toilet seat?
Yeah, the little koozie,
Uh-huh.
to keep the toilet seat cover
Well,
warm.
don't you remember the spongy toilet seats that were disgusting because they soaked up all of your
Mhm.
your juices and farts? But at least it would have been comfortable.
That's a good question. Why did Granny crochet so much stuff in the toilet? Like, why did she crochet like little covers for toilet rolls? Because looking at a roll of TP is
It's
horrible,
obscene.
and you'd rather see something that's just blue, I guess.
My
What's
favorite.
under there? I wonder. Oh, it's more shit white.
Did your grandma have the little porcelain doll with the crocheted dress and hat that went over the
No,
toilet
but my wife's
paper?
grandmother, who's still around, does. And it's in this pink bathroom,
Mhm.
and she sits right on there. And it's fucking weird. It's like every time you lift it up, it's like the shittiest music box ever. Is it gonna play a tune? Nope, you're gonna wipe your dirty tuchus.
Yay!
That's why I said tuchus. The woman's Puerto Rican. No Puerto Ricans ever said tuchus. The goddamn history of the world.
Ugh.
Yeah, so this place, they decided to make a shitter themed restaurant. So you're
How
sitting.
long was that open?
Again, you're asking questions and I refuse to answer. I don't know. Let's see. But they did have walls. They did have doors. When you walked in, the walls were all tiled, as if there were urinals everywhere. Some were decorations, some were in the bathroom. There's got to be one or two people who were drunk out of their minds and used something that wasn't hooked into plumbing.
Hear me out. This place probably could have survived had they called it the Deuce. And the urinals that they were using for decoration were actually soda fountains.
That's horrible. Just remember real quick, American Delight and Taste of Africa plus Mexican food. I just want to throw that out there again.
That's going to be the name of the episode.
God damn it, that's fucking insane. We're honing in on it. So
American Delight. Remind me again. American Delight.
Okay, so it's called. So this is for the and. It's an ampersand. It's not the word and. American Delight and Taste of Africa plus plus Mexican food.
Okay.
What would you say your God, what is your inspiration? Oh, we're fucking crazy. Oh, gotcha. Okay, very good. Is there a big African community in Rockford? No. And where are you from? South Dakota. Perfect.
Excellent. But we had an exchange student one time.
I'm pretty sure they eat a lot of goat, so we put it on a pizza with Mexican. What? Nothing. I go back to the kitchen. Did you hear about that stupid restaurant where shitters are seats? That's a bad idea. Hulkamania, everybody.
Yep, that was a better riff than I was about to do. So good job.
Dude, the only thing that would be better if all these were like the same eccentric billionaires like restaurant group. And he just like kept popping up these random shits all over the place.
I bet it is, and they're all like a tax shell so that he can claim a loss and do better on his taxes.
This is gonna be the end. God, my lips literally sting every time I lick them.
Yeah,
I feel physical pain.
Yeah, your eyes are starting to bug out. You're starting to look like Marty Feldman.
It's not great. That's actually allergies, which happens to be every time this year, and also the fact that I'm breathing in human shit and drinking Four Loko. The whole thing is just
There's a lot. You are a Florida man now.
Yeah. No, I walk with a limp. My wife has no gallbladder. I'm missing a tooth. There's shit happening in my fucking life.
I'm breathing shit and drinking Four Loko.
I'll do this one, and I'll come back to my favorite just because of the name. I did like this one, Dan's Le Noir, ? This was in New York. Dan's Le Noir, ?
Dan's Le Noir.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's one of those stupid places where the fucking lights are off constantly. That's it.
You want to eat a cheeseburger in the
Yeah.
dark? Come to Dan's the Dark. You like eating Prego when you can't see exactly where it is? Come on down to Dan's the Dark.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So you ate in the dark. The food was supposed to leave mostly fragrant, but kind of tasteless. So because you eat mostly with your nose, you taste mostly with your nose. Yeah, that was a stupid fucking idea. I'm very glad it's gone. Whoever had that is probably a millionaire from this idea. I detest him. I detest everything about this. That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard.
You can put slop on a plate as long as it smelled good. You're good to go.
Well, here's the thing. Why would you want to remove one of your senses in order to do something you need to do to survive? That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever. I've got a concept. Do you? Yes. We're going to blindfold you and give you a cheeseburger. And then what? Watch you try to walk out. I guess. I don't know.
It's in the dark. They deliver your food. You're stabbing your wife trying to get a fork full of something.
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. It's not on purpose.
God.
It's just so dark in here.
Sweetie, can I try your broccoli rabe? You can give it a shot. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Honey, is it cool if I do this? I just want to see.
Yeah. Use your fucking the flashlight on your cell phone. Waiter comes over, slaps it out of your hand. Philistine! No! You will not see the slop you're being served.
It just looks like oatmeal with shit in it. That's what it is. It's oatmeal with shit in it.
So I'm going to end with this one.
Okay.
It's called American Delight.
Taste of that.
And also Mexican food. No.
And also Mexican food.
That's just so funny to me. That fucking concept's so funny to me. It's so weird.
It's like a Greek restaurant.
A Greek diner has a menu that's all pictures. There's 85 items, but out of those 85 items, there are a total of 12 ingredients in the kitchen.
Yes.
They're just stacking in different orders, different ways. Some shit is watered down. Some stuff has lettuce on it.
The menu, while it's all pictures, is thicker than War and Peace.
Yeah. Would you like one of these cakes that is going for a carousel ride? Why is that your fucking accent? That's not Greek at all. I don't know what a Greek accent sounds like. That's why.
Do you like welcome to Stavros's Olympian Grill. Would you care for a chimichanga? What
they have them. They have them.
No,
God, when I was a kid, man, or not kid, when I was like first in Chicago, the Hollywood Grill on North Avenue, kids. You go there at fucking 2 a.m. You can have anything from a fucking burrito to open-faced turkey sandwich with goddamn mashed potatoes and gravy.
Yep.
They have literally every piece of food that you shouldn't eat in their tome of a menu.
Yes, and that lady that was waiting on us was all done with me.
Dude, I was in there so many times, but it's probably the same waitress the entire time.
She was about 5 foot nothing. The middle-aged brown curly long hair that was kind of bobby pinned back.
Anybody who works the drunk shift there, that place got so sketchy after a while. There was literally after work armed policemen were just walking around the diner.
Yeah, I know. When we went there, Jeff was told, keep him in check, would you please? And Jeff was like, he's just having fun. She's like, yes, but his fun is very loud.
So, drum roll, please. For my favorite, really, really stupid idea. In Beirut, Lebanon, the Beirut. Yeah, not like Beirut, Wisconsin, because I bet you there is one. Or Beirut,
there's a Lebanon.
Oklahoma.
There's a Lebanon, Illinois, and it's
sure,
not Lebanon.
Mm-hmm.
It's Lebanon.
I'm sure it is. There's a Marseille that's pronounced Marseilles. So yeah,
we're just outside of New Berlin.
Christ, in Lebanon, you walk up to the front of this place. It's all sandbags instead of like a fence. Like a nice. They have outdoor dining, like a little like place outside of the place. Instead of a fence that has like plants growing out of it, it's all sandbags that are carting it off. They have dishes with named like the rocket propelled grenade.
No, they do not.
The soundtrack is literally a constant loop of gunfire. And it's called Buns and Guns in Beirut, Lebanon. If that is not the ultimate attempt at dark humor, I don't know what is. I almost
no. I'm assuming if it's Buns and Guns,
yeah.
It's a Lebanese Hooters.
No. From the random picture I could see, it's looks like a very respectable bakery. They have like coffees and tables, shit. The owner or server is wearing like full camo gear or like army whites. It's just there's a guy enjoying a coffee on a table behind the sandbags. It looks very nice inside, but it's just a constant soundtrack of gunfire.
And I think I said something wrong. I don't think they're Lebanese. I think they're that's different.
If you're from Lebanon, they're Lebanese.
Is that?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
I want to make sure.
No, yeah, that's from Lebanon. They're Lebanese.
Oh, because I got real drunk one night. I know that's a shock, and I mixed up Lithuanian with Lebanese.
Very different.
Very different. Yeah.
I applaud the level of commitment it took for dark humor for somebody in Beirut to either A, get a loan, or B, spend all of his mother's money on his brilliant concept. You know we have a lot around here. I'm not even gonna don't do an accent. You know we have a lot of around here. Bombs coming at our family. So wouldn't it be kitschy?
You guys.
You gotta laugh at life sometimes.
Guys, you gotta keep it light.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't you want a croissant around what looks like a machine gun encampment with the constant sound of AK-47s ringing in your ears while you're trying to have a latte and a scone? Like, who wouldn't pay top dollar for that shit?
Who doesn't want to have a macaroon while the sound of mortar fire rings in your ear while you try to have a sip of artisan tea?
And in case it wasn't clear, all of these restaurant concepts are closed. Yeah. They did not make it. No, none of this went well for anybody.
That makes sense.
So I'm going to go ahead and say it, Larry. What did you learn?
I learned that I, contrary to popular belief, have never had the worst idea on the planet.
My iPhone is plugged into this computer. I laughed so hard that it popped up right in front of it. Just says, "Are you playing music?" Plug that bitch right away. Yes, but the music of life. Well, welcome to the last episode of Zig and Larry, as Larry has died.
Oh, I think I popped an aneurysm.
What was the cause of Zig's death? Poor Loco, sometime in 2022. I really thought I was going to finish this, by the way. How long is it? How have you ever... This is like 2, 3... This is not even 2 pints of beer. When was the last time it took me an hour to drink 2 pints of beer with a break in the middle?
I don't remember. And in fact, I don't know. I don't think there's ever been.
I don't feel buzzed. I just feel different.
You feel changed.
Mm-hmm.
The incredible Chet. That's what you're turning into.
God damn it. Fuck me.
Oh, well, okay.
You know what I'd like? You know what I'd like? Just 2 months where a part of my body doesn't fall off. That'd be great.
Right?
2 months.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I had some issues back here that are now good, but yeah, for a few days I was like, can I just not
You realize that you're on a podcast right now. You just said issues back here.
Mhm.
What is
I did that
what
on
are people?
purpose.
Okay, no, you didn't. We'll say you did.
Can you just give me something? I spent
no.
I spent the fucking day out in the 100 and some degree heat and humidity with my dad and that side of my family, my sister and my stepmom and my uncle notwithstanding. But you know, come on.
None of this matters to me. Just move down to the south where it's cooler.
None of this matters to you. My health and well-being. Fuck
No.
you.
No, not at all. Not at all. You're here for my amusement. Dance, monkey dance. That's it. No. We've all got our shit, buddy. I don't know what to tell you. Don't go outside the 100-degree heat. Don't ever do it. Just do what I do. Look at your family and go, I'm over it. Nah, I don't care. Whose birthday is it? I don't care. Now, then again, my family doesn't carry weapons as accessories like some people carry a wallet chain.
Yeah.
But, it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, that's fine.
Oh, he's currently plotting my death. Jesus Christ.
No,
Don't
just gonna
have you
just
never-
gonna
have
jot
you
this
not-
down. Just rewrite. Save it for my therapist. Just save it.
God damn it. Have we not learned that nothing I say has any weight to it whatsoever?
Oh, I know it doesn't. I know.
No.
I'm just playing. I'm yes-anding. I'm doing
Regrettably,
it.
none of the medical professionals I've ever spoken to also know that's the rule. How many drinks would you say you have a week? I was supposed to count. Let's call it enough. Let's call it twice, 2 less than enough.
How many? Okay, how many does it take to make the demons stop screaming?
I haven't hit there yet, but god damn it, I climbed that mountain.
I get most of them to stop, except for Charles, and he's a tough bastard. That's the face I need.
Did you see this? I'm actively trying to finish this, but I'm keeping it. I'm sculling. I'm keeping my mouth open, and I'm not letting it touch my lips.
Yeah,
I'm having it. It's having a.
Yeah, it is. It's really something. It's something. You've made a really good choice today, buddy, and I'm proud of you.
I have never made good choices, and you know that. I pride myself.
You
on
take it
this.
back.
Yes,
Take it back, you son of a bitch. Hey, pal.
Oh, what?
How close are you to finishing that?
I would say there's a solid 0.8 of a serving left out of my 4 3/4. Oh, why did I answer that? Okay.
Cheers.
I'll
pal.
try. Hold on. I wish I had a glass. If I had a glass, I could do it. The can is going to be difficult.
Just like you did in college. Just lean your head back, open your throat, and take it down.
No, that's how I got a scholarship.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. No.
Hey.
Good news. COVID will never be able to take hold of me again. And I'm not sure if I'm going to have big puffy Kardashian lips or if they're just going to fall off. But either way, my smile's going to be different.
You boy.
Whoa, God.
Oh, buddy.
My mouth is stinking. It's weird. I'm not kidding.
I'm sure.
It's like I sucked off a fucking cactus. It's goddamn unfortunate.
Oh, this is all I wanted. This is why we went long.
Look at it.
Oh my God. Yeah, you got injections, baby.
I had issues. Dude,
Wait, it
what the fuck is
knocked your
happening?
tooth out. Hey, buddy.
What?
Guess what?
I don't know.
I love you.
I love you too. I'm back. Whatever the fuck I say.
Are you okay?
God.
You gonna make it?
No.
Hey, how's your asshole feel?
Let me put a finger up there. I'll tell you.
The best part's about hanging out with these guys.
God damn it, son of a bitch, motherfuck.